Hi, I'm Kobe Phillips, the VP of the Cloud Practice here at Telarus, and I'm joined by our VP of Engineering, Josh Lopresto. We're going to break down a couple of case studies of someone that took what we talked about in the first couple of videos, the benefits of cloud computing, that conversational framework that the 5Ds presents, and how someone went from being really a legacy telco advisor and made a shift in being a digital strategist for their customers. So with that, Josh, you have a great example of this. You mind sharing with us?
Yeah, so we had a great partner, and this partner had a certain portion of their business that was core to them, right? It was servers, it was storage, it was switches, right? Traditional VAR MSP. And we always want to have the partners know that these are all the things that are available to them within the portfolio, and that your customer is going through different things at different times. But we also know our place in those conversations, and we talk about whatever we're asked to talk about and whatever we want to augment and complement. So we got into a conversation with this partner, and they said, hey, we're going to go sell these guys. They're trying to move to the UK. They don't know if it's going to be full-time yet. They want to put some infrastructure out there and just kind of test it. So come back to us with some colo. So really the basics, right? What's the space? What's the power? What's the cooling? All that kind of stuff. And so we're talking maybe $1,000, maybe $2,000, right? Nothing too crazy, but that was what they wanted and what we could help them with. And so we gave them that option. And so we go to get on the discussion to kind of deliver it. We sit back, let them kind of present it, and the customer says, this is a good option, but there's a lot of CapEx outlay for us to buy these servers and buy these licenses and everything. So do you have any kind of cloud as a service models are in there? And the partner turned to us and said, absolutely, right? Telarus can help us with this. Josh, go ahead and talk to him about what the options are. And we said, great. You've got some VMware licenses. You've got some VMware Enterprise licenses. And they said, yes, those are the ones that we've got. We said, what if we could put you in a managed private cloud that lets you take advantage of those VMware Enterprise licenses, so it's not a sunken cost that's lost. You can move that over. We can do it on a 12-month term, and there's zero CapEx outlay net new to you, right? This is a predictable 12-month, and if your UK project works, absolutely you can continue that on the long term. And so the customer said, yes, absolutely, that's the route that we want to go because we don't want to shell out this CapEx to get there. And we helped a partner move that into what at the time was one of our largest managed private cloud deals. So partners, I want to have them understand that we can help them through any part of their own transformation, let alone their own customer's transformation, to where whatever their customer needs in this hybrid strategy, we took that from a $2,000 deal to a $20,000, $30,000 deal that now has grown and doubled into that. So I think partners see that and go, okay, I understand what my customers are going through, and now they can see how we can help in any portion of that equation.
That's a great example. I'm going to share a quick story too. Along those same lines, recent in the last couple months, we had a partner come to us after checking out, I believe it was a pit stop that they joined and saw some of the things that we were talking about. They had a customer reach out to get them into colo, right? Or to have the discussion about it. They were all on-prem, said, hey, I need to, with everything that's happened, we want to move into a data center potentially. And taking what he'd seen, he goes, well, what's the real, objective here, right? What's the business need? And as he got that information back, he goes, I think there's more here. Would you mind having a conversation with me and a couple of my resources? So grabbed myself, one of our SEs, we jumped in, we started having the conversation, and once again, we took like a single cabinet colo deal and turned it into $7,000 infrastructure as a service with a lot of DR capability for the customer as well. We went through the vetting process. So the other interesting part about it is they started off going, well, if we go to cloud, we want to go to Azure. We have to go to Azure. And as we kind of dove into that more, we ended up figuring out they have a really static environment, and private cloud made much more sense for them. We're able to put them in that environment and give them the option if they still need to go to a hyperscaler down the road. They're not, in a corner now. So it gave us a lot more flexibility for the customer, and it was fun to see that partner who had really not engaged in that type of environment before recognize the opportunity and really positioning himself differently from with his customer, because they had some other options to look at with the cloud, and he ended up being able to take care of it for him, retain the business, and actually grew it quite a bit. So
you bring up a good point. I mean, the message here that I hope everybody picks up on is that there's always more there right? If we can get in and we can uncover what are we really trying to do and really dig and dig and dig, ultimately more comes up. And it sounds like in that example as well, you found more, and partners, I think, see a ton of value in that, knowing they got a team of experts here like yourself to help with that.
You're right, Josh, there's always more. And for the partners that are, making that shift to that digital strategist and positioning themselves within those accounts to understand what those are, having those business conversations, so we're seeing a lot of growth and a lot of wins come. So with that, guys, I hope you see the progression here. We had the benefits of cloud video. We had the 5Ds and that conversational framework that it sets up in the second video. Now you're seeing some wins where our partners kind of took those concepts, put them into practice, and engaged our teams to help. Josh and his engineering team are second to none. They're top notch. They're great to get involved in your deals. I love to get involved in your deals as well. So please don't hesitate to reach out. And thank you again for watching. Have a great rest of your day.